Good morning, Ambitchious. It's me, your fearless leader, Katie Boyd. So I wanted to hop on here before I started to go out in the world today after we had the crazy Lionsgate yesterday. So I don't know if y'all know, but we have a full moon this Thursday, and it's in my sign, the sign of Aquarius. Shit's gonna pop off. Shit's gonna get serious. Thanks, R. I bought it. So things are gonna get real serious in the next couple days. So when I meditated this morning, I channeled this message about the full moon that's going to be in Aquarius this Thursday, August 11th. And I'm going to talk about all the aspects of this full moon and also what to do. And then I'm going to invite you guys over to do some rituals with us Ambitchious. So stay tuned because this is going to be a really awesome video. Okay, so the full moon this Thursday, August 11th, in the sign of Aquarius. It's not only in the sign of Aquarius, but it's also conjunct Uranus and Saturn. What the hell does that mean? All right, because you're like, well, Katie, I'm not an astrologer. How dare you? Well, I'm not an astrologer either, but I know some shit. And I'm here to tell you that this is going to be a hardcore full moon experience on my app. So I have a free app. It's the Ambitchious App. It's on Mighty Networks. If you go to the link in my bio, you can just click on that and go ahead and join. And that's where all the real hardcore conversations are going on. We talk about this stuff all of the time. But like I said, I wanted to show up here today for you guys to really just give you guys the chance to get your shit ready for Thursday. Because we have 48 hours, right? Okay. What is this all about? What is the drama of Uranus and the Saturn conjunct? And then also the full moon being in the sign of Aquarius up there in the cosmos. Well, this is going to be a real push and pull, paradoxical time, very confusing, very anxiety driven. A lot of fears are going to be coming up for you, but I'm here to tell you that they're coming up for a reason. So don't just be like, oh shit, this sucks. I want you to take the fear and take the anxiety and the confusion and the paradoxical energy, and I want you to use it to work for you, for your highest, greatest good. And how we're going to do that, I'm going to explain. So what is this going to be about? This is, if you're feeling a lot of push and pull between home, especially my ladies out there, between home and work. You know, you're at work and you're thinking about being home or being with your kids or being with your loved ones, and you're feeling like, oh my God, I'm working too much. I'm not spending enough time with my family. Or you've been around your family a little too much and you're like, damn, I got to get the hell out of here. I need to go to work and I need to make some damn money. That is normal during this time. It's also a time of need versus want. What does that mean? Well, in the spiritual world, when we're having these awakenings, and I'm sure if you're here and you're on my page, you're either in the midst of a spiritual awakening or you're just starting your spiritual awakening and you're feeling like, this is a lot. No one prepared me for this. The things that come up for you are never what you want. They're always what you need to evolve yourself on this earth plane. Okay? So you can plot and plan and you can manifest and you can create and you can try to move all the chess pieces on the game board and you can try to push people around and tell people what to do and what you want and yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, that's not how spirit works. Spirit gives you what you need. Spirit doesn't give you what you want. Okay? So the more that you can get in alignment with the things that you must change, you must streamline, you must grow that muscle, that strength muscle with your energy, the more you're going to start to be able to manifest the things that you actually desire, and not so much that things are like, well, they tell me broccoli is good for me and I got to eat my broccoli. No. But when you're just starting out in what I like to call like the baby witch stage, right? Where you're like, oh, I'm going to like charge my crystals and I'm going to make moon water and all that crap, which is fun. That's part of being, you know, ambitious, is like doing those rituals. But at the end of the day, the real work is the hard work. The real work is doing like the inner child healing and the shadow work and all the things that I teach in my Ambitchious Academy, all the things that I do with my mentorship clients. Like that's the hard shit. That's the shit that no one wants to do though. But those are the things that help you evolve. Remember, nothing good comes from a comfort zone. So if you're like smoking your Marlboro Light 100 and you're just chilling like a villain, relaxing like Michael Jackson, you're probably not going to get that far in your personal life. Every day I force myself to do real uncomfortable shit. Real uncomfortable shit. And that's why I have the life that I've always dreamt of when I was a little girl. That's why I have hundreds and thousands of women from all across the globe that listen to everything I say, that do the work, right? That's why I'm a multi-7-figure earner where I should not be. Because I've learned how to manifest the correct way. And this is what I teach. So this is definitely a time of need versus want. Like what you want, probably not what you need. And vice versa, right? It's also about creating, like I said before, an uncomfortable environment for yourself, right? You know, when the alarm clock is going off in the morning, if you wake up with an alarm clock and you're like, fuck, I know I need to get up and I know I need to work out and eat healthy today and meditate and do all these things, and you just lay in bed picking your butt, you're probably not going to live an ambitious life. You're probably going to be part of the 98% of drifters that are just, you know, taking life as life is thrown at them. Taking the scraps. And that's okay. Not everyone was put here to be, and I hate to say this because people get really mad at me, not everyone was put here to be great. Some people are just here to take up the space and do the work and learn a little bit and fuck up and fall down. But if that just triggered you, what I just said, then you probably have a fire in you that you need to fan the flames of that fire. Because you probably are meant for more, for greater, and to live an ambitious life. If it didn't trigger you, you're probably one of the people that are just like, give me bread and give me circus. If you don't know what that means, Google it. And then this is also a time of a lot of inner tension. Like you feel this like just uneasiness, like this weird anxiety. You're just like, what is wrong? Like I can't put my finger on it. That is all the energies right now. The other things that are going to be coming up, and this is a real hard pill to swallow because I don't love this kind of drama, is drama within interpersonal relationships. So drama, especially with your family, your children, your loved ones, your significant others. There's going to be a lot of shit coming up, but I'm just here to tell you that it's going to feel worse than it actually is. So just hear me. It's going to feel worse than it actually is. You're also going to be and you don't have to experience this, but when you know better, you do better. So if I'm telling you these things are going to be coming up and you're like, oh shit, Katie told me this in her live the other day, I'm going to control my emotions because part of being an ambitious woman is about controlling your emotions. Okay. Being the HBIC of your life, the head bitch in charge, right? So you might be experiencing rapid mood swings, impulsive kind of reactions. Like, you know, the whole like Drake, like 0 to 100 real quick, real fucking quick. You know what I mean? Like that's the energy that you're probably going to be feeling. And also some emotional outbursts. Like even last night, like I just was feeling kind of tired yesterday. I had a really like long day. It was an amazing day, but it was a lot. And Matt came home and he just like asked me a question and I was like, bah! And he was like, Jesus, I'm so glad that I came home, you know? And I was like, oh, that's not like me. And I just realized, oh shit, the full moon's coming. So this is like the precursor, right? So like I said, when you know better, you do better. So when you start to feel these things rising up in you, you know, use the tools that I've taught you and that you've learned along the way to say, okay, this is just the energies of this moon coming in. I'm not going to allow myself to succumb to the energy, especially this low vibrational frequency energy. And you're going to be easily disturbed You're going to really jump to conclusions, and you're going to feel an impatient, like this underlying impatient energy. And all this is normal, right? Because I'm an Aquarius, I know everything about being an Aquarius. And, you know, we are the rebels. We are the rebels, and we are the dark horses of the zodiac. We do not like to be told what to do. Like, freedom is my number one core desired feeling. I talk a lot about this in the book. Talk a lot about this in Ambitchious Academy. Freedom is my number one core desired feeling. So when people start bossing me around, when people try to start telling me what to do, it's not a good look for them, because I will go real crazy real quick. So this is also, even though you're maybe not an Aquarian, this is going to affect you as well. You're going to feel rebellious. You're not going to want people to tell you what to do right now. And guess what? That's okay. Part of being ambitious is not listening to the naysayers, right? And the judgmental people, and the people that have like more opinions than they have hairs on their heads, right? This is a time to kind of ignore the masses and go within, because Aquarians are true humanitarians. We deeply desire to see a change in the world. So right now, it's really time to say, okay, I'm not going to allow myself to get distracted. I'm going to be committed. I am going to be focused. I am going to put 110% of myself into what I desire for my life that's going to evolve my life on this three-dimensional earth plane, right? So many of us, we care so much about what everyone else is doing, what everyone else is feeling, and how are you, and how is this? And it's like, you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The number one thing that matters is you showing up for yourself and doing the things every day that moves the needle forward a little bit closer to where you desire to be. And so many of you are just dragging these dead bodies of these stories and this trauma and this bullshit that happened to you, or that you think someone's doing to you. And at the end of the day, it's all an illusion. You're creating it for yourself. You're actually creating it because you have a deep, dark, buried fear that you're not enough. And then you want to do the things that it takes to back up that as truth. So when we talk about being ambitious, I do not allow any of the women that are part of my Ambitchious Academy, that are my mentorship clients, my healing clients, any of those people, we do not go into victim mentality. We take radical responsibility for everything that's happening in our lives, everything. And this is a time to really step up into that power in the next 48 hours and a couple of days afterwards, obviously, for this Aquarius full moon. So be flexible during this time and be airy, because even though Aquarians are the water bearers, we're actually not a water sign, we're an air sign. So Aquarians are all about air. They love to float around and just be ethereal and like, whatever, man, peace, love, and hair, grace, you know. That's the energy that you need to bring to the table right now about the outside world. In your inner world, you need to be focused and committed, and do not allow yourself to be distracted. But on the outside, you're like, yo, man, want to smoke a bone? Like, that's Aquarian energy, okay? But don't allow yourself to be like that in your own inner life. Only allow yourself to be like that in your own outer life. Okay, what are we going to be doing for the next couple of days? Well, on the full moon day, which is Thursday, August 11th, what I want each and every one of you guys to do, and I'm actually going to be asking all of you to come on over to my Ambitchious app. And on there, you'll just sign up. You'll give your email address. And what we'll do is we'll get you in the app. And I would love to have you come on for a totally complimentary call. It's going to be Wednesday. So tomorrow, Wednesday, August 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to do a full moon ritual all together as an Ambitchious community. It's so fun. I love doing this kind of stuff because I get to, do these things with women from all across the globe. If you cannot make it live, we always share it within 24 hours. So you can watch the replay on the Ambitchious app, which is kind of cool because it will be launched on the actual day of the full moon. So all you have to do is go to the link in my bio, sign up for Mighty Networks Ambitchious Academy. It's a totally free app, and we will get you the information that you need to get on that call. It's going to be on Zoom, so we'll actually give you the link so that you can show up and do the full moon rituals together as a Bitcherhood in the Ambitchious community. Okay, so what to do? Number one is, first, we're going to, on the full moon, you're going to sit and kind of journal, and you're going to write down all of the things that no longer serve your highest, greatest good, especially interpersonal relationships. And it doesn't mean like, I'm going to get rid of my grandmother, she's so rude and she's toxic. No, what that means is you may have beef with your grandmother or your sister or your brother or whomever. You're not going to get rid of them, right? You're not going to shoot them out into Mars. But what you can do is, if you are the HBIC of your most ambitious life, then you can say to yourself, okay, how am I going to deal with this person differently? How am I going to show up? And what are the parts of the relationship that's no longer serving my highest, greatest good as a sovereign, autonomous bitch? Okay? So you're going to write down all those things, all the things that no longer serve you. And then what you do is you open your little scroll, whatever you wrote on. And what I usually do, and you can copy mine or you can make up your own. And I usually say, God, Goddess, Mother Moon, all of my guardians and my guides and my loved ones who are no longer here on this three-dimensional earth plane, and all of my ancestors who came before me, hear me now. Here are the things that are no longer serving my highest, greatest good. You read them out loud. And then you say, I give them to you to do what you will. And so it is. And thank you, thank you, thank you in advance. And then what you do is you burn that paper. And that fire transmutes the energies into smoke, which actually transmutes the energies into the ethers, which helps remove them from your life. Okay? It's just a nice little ritual. So that's number one. And then don't make any sudden changes. Because so many people, like, there's a full moon and they're like, I'm going to rehaul my whole life. This is not the time to do that. This is not the time to do that, okay? This is a time to actually just stay steadfast and just be in the energies. Like, you don't need to go and, like, flip your life upside down and make it topsy-turvy right now. It's already going to be topsy-turvy and kind of flipped upside down as it is. You don't need to add fuel to the fire, okay? So just hold steady. And then what I want you to do is I want you to head on over to the app, and I want you to listen to my inner child healing, which, let me get it, is also in the book Ambitchious, okay? Remember, we're talking a lot about interpersonal relationships. So many of the relationships that you have right now are fucked up, for lack of a better phrase, because you have not healed your inner child. You have not done that inner child work. And so much of the work that I do is about healing the trauma from what happened to you when you were younger, okay? So head on over to the app. We're going to share the inner child healing meditation. It's about a 10-minute meditation. And I want you to do that tomorrow, on Thursday after you burn your papers. And then, of course, you can do all the little baby witch shit, you know, charge your crystals under the moonlight, make moon water, take a bath with tons of Epsom salts and things like that. Sleep with crystals under your frickin' pillow, up your ass, in your bra, whatever you're into. I don't know what you sick kids are doing nowadays. But I don't play baby witch shit. A lot of people come to me and they're like, what should I do on the full moon with my crystals? And I'm like, okay, come on, just Google it. Duh. This shit that I teach is hard motherfucking core. We don't do baby witch shit. We do grand coven witch shit. Okay? So yeah, you can do all the baby witch shit. I still like the baby witch shit too. But this is really a time for deep ancestral healing and really stepping into your power and, of course, living your most ambitious life. Okay? So head on over to the app. Go to the link in my bio. Or you can just head on over to www.ambitchiousacademy.com. Spell it right. Ambitchiousacademy.com, and then scroll to the bottom and you can sign up there. Or you can also sign up on my other website, which is kbmfc.com, katieboydsmisfitclub.com. It says join the community. There's so many different ways, so there's no excuses. And once you get on over to the app, you'll know where you are and you'll know where to go. Pinky swear, promise you. All right, guys, so have an amazing day. Get ready for this freaking magic carpet ride. And if you have any questions, let me know. You can DM me. You can also DM me on my app. whatever feels good to you, if you have any questions about anything. But listen, this is some serious stuff, and this is a great time to really step into your power. No more excuses. And at the end of the day, don't forget to stay ambitious. Love each and every one of you. And if this really helped you, if this resonated with you, and you also think this could help someone else, feel free to share this in your stories, send it in a smoke signal, text it to a friend, email it to someone, wherever that feels good to you. I don't care how, but just do it. Because the more that we spread the love here in the ambitious world, you're going to be the one that grows and goes to the next level and steps in your power. Like I always tell my girls, whatever you desire in life, you have to give. So spread the love, spread the ambitiousness, and I'll see you guys for the full moon. Love you all. Bye.